Hey guys, it's Lev with Out of the Box Side Hustle, and just wanted to make a quick video for you guys to share an experience I had this past year, something I've learned and through my trials. This past year, I sell a lot of books online, especially on Amazon. I do some on eBay, but I sell a lot of books on Amazon. Um, and so there's a lot of these different liquidation companies. I'm sure you guys have seen their advertisements on YouTube and on Google and stuff like that. But I had bought pallets. I bought probably 2 truckloads. I'd rent a big 28-foot Penske truck. There was one of those liquidation places within an hour of where I live. So I got a pallet jack, went and bought 24 pallets of Gaylords full of books. And so processed them. A lot of textbooks were in there. I was selling on Amazon, making a lot of money, and then I got a copyright claim. Someone said that I was selling counterfeit textbooks, and I was like, I didn't even know there was such thing. And so, sure enough, I did a little research, and there's a lot of counterfeit textbooks out there. And so my account got in kind of shady standing on Amazon, and I had to write all these appeals and letters of how I'm going to not let this happen again. It was really hard to get my account back to good standing, but thankfully I'm still selling on there and things are working well. But I was like, well, let me just try eBay, sell some of the stuff on eBay, because in my mind, eBay was kind of a free-for-all. I've been selling on eBay for almost 20 years, but in my mind, I'm like, I'll just sell on eBay. College students looking for a cheap textbook, it's not a big deal. But I guess it really is, because there's a lot of textbook buyers that buy textbooks on eBay to resell. So I was selling on eBay, and then I got a Vero claim, copyright from Pearson, Senage, saying, selling counterfeit books. And I was like, this is not good. So I ended up having this, but it wasn't just textbooks. There was a lot of bestseller books. There was quite a few I had like hundreds of copies of different books that were like, I sold quite a few of them. And then I was like, I think this is a counterfeit textbook. So here are some of the signs that I found that can tell if it's a counterfeit textbook. First thing to look for, I don't know if you can see, the glue in the binding. If you can see that, it's kind of a little yellowy and it's bubbling a little bit, and the binding is just a little off. So that's the first thing to look for. Second is the actual print. The print is kind of off and maybe faded a little bit. It's not like clear, bold print. Also, the pictures, some of the pictures will be in black and white, or they'll be real grainy or pixelated, not like color, vibrance like you'd expect from an expensive textbook. Also, the smell. You smell the book and it's got like a chemically smell to it. It smells like some kind of weird chemicals, or like a dough, like a raw dough. A lot of the books have like a weird smell to them. Because a lot of them are printed in China, and I guess they use weird chemicals to print them or make them. I'm not sure. And then the last thing to look for is the barcode. Sometimes the ISBN, the barcode on the back will be kind of expanded, or it'll look a little different than it's supposed to, rather than like a nice, brilliant, barcode. So those are the kind of some things to really look for. You can kind of tell. It's like, if you're wondering, is this a counterfeit textbook? So I'm really careful now if I'm buying textbooks from either students or at a thrift store, or if I'm buying Gaylords, which I've been a little hesitant to buy Gaylords, because all of these are all Amazon returns. So Amazon had, rather than disposing of, which they probably knew that these were counterfeit mixed in with other stuff, they sold it to this liquidation place, and this liquidation, they don't know anything about books, and they sold me all this stuff. So I got a lot of good stuff out of there also, but a lot of it, I would say a quarter to a third, were counterfeit books and textbooks. So it's amazing, the market. Like, it's not just textbook, it's other stuff too. So be on the lookout. If you guys, if something seems too good to be true, I wish Amazon would have just disposed of stuff. So I ended up found a paper recycler not too far from me, and they're willing to take hardback and paperback. So I donated tons and tons of books just to take them out of the system, so someone else doesn't fall into this same trap as I did. So be on the lookout, guys. But if you're buying books in a bulk, make sure, if they're coming from Amazon, that there's not a lot of counterfeit mixed in with there. If they can take some pictures of some of the textbooks for you or whatever. All right, hope you're all doing well. Hope you're enjoying the video. If you got any questions, put it down below. Please subscribe. Thank you guys for following me, and I got some more good content coming soon. Many blessings. Bye.